Hello everybody and welcome back to Tomodachi Life, living the dream with dice. Yes, we are going to be playing with dice again with Tomodachi Life, living the dream, but this time we are actually going to play with the game, playing with the Miis, while we actually do a role-playing adventure. Previously, we played Tomodachi Life, the demo, and just made Miis with dice, and then we ended up playing a solo RPG themed around Tomodachi Life, and now we are actually going to be playing a solo RPG alongside Tomodachi Life, Living the Dream. When I say solo RPG, I mean solo role-playing. I'm actually not using any specific system, but I do have a little booklet here with a bunch of charts that we're going to roll on. I have a visual oracle, I have a yes-no oracle, and my favorites in here are the juice oracle. I also have one I just added into my book here from the Grouch Couch. I'll link his YouTube channel in the comments alongside the juice oracle and everything. But this is a super helpful little character chart thing that I've been using to make characters lately, and I really want to include it while we play Tomodachi Life, Living the Dream, and find out who our main character is while we play this. So, first thing that we are going to do is we are going to make a Mii. We're going to be using the Get Help feature. We're actually just going to make a random seed for a Mii, okay? And once we have this random seed, we're going to use that randomness to make a more interesting character. So, because honestly, sometimes when you make the random Miis, they look a little funky, they look a little weird and a little too random. So that's why if you do this, feel free, once you randomize it, you're going to make it as beautiful as you want, as silly as you want, as cute or grouchy or ugly as you want, if it's not even ugly enough, whatever you want to do, okay? So when I am using my dice, I am going to be looking at how many options there are on the screen. And I'm going to just pick a dice that is as close as possible to the number on screen. So for this, there's 5 options. So I'm going to pick the 1d6, and if it goes over, and, you know, it goes to 5, so if we get a 6, it'll be my choice, okay? So let's roll. Oh, and we get a 1. We have a very small face. And then let's roll again. Here's our Mii, and she needs some work, that's okay. Let's fix her up now that she has been randomized. I am actually going to ask the oracle here, is she human? 1, no, and she is not human. Yeah, let's change her skin tone. We're gonna roll. Gonna use a 1d10 again. Let's see. An 8 and a 0. We're gonna go all the way to the bottom. All right, so that's gonna be her skin tone. I am now going to see how tall she is. I'm actually gonna use the 1d10, and we're just gonna do the sliding scale. She is a 9. She is pretty tall, okay, but like not all the way, okay? And what is her weight? She's gonna be a 2. Here she is. This is what she looks like, and now we have to name her, and we also have to make a personality. Now we can actually start using our book here. Here is the name generator in the Juice Oracle. And what we're going to do is we are going to roll a 1d20. And we are going to see what parts of the name we get. So, let's see. 15. 15 is me, Zab, and Ene. Okay, those are like the sounds of a name. Okay, and let's roll again. 22 kick and osa. Okay, so now we can make a name from these sounds. This is the first part. This is the second part. I'm thinking we have Mito, and we have Zabto, Eneto, Miosa. Ooh, Miosa. I kind of like Miosa. The point of this is to just get ideas for names as well. So I am really liking Miosa. I'm wondering if we could change that to Mia or Miana or something. Something easy to say. Miosa? Miosa's kind of easy to say, actually. I take that back. Maybe we will just go with Miosa. Alright, so her name is Miosa.
My name is Misa.
Oh, Misa. Oh, actually, yes. You know what?
My name is Misa.
I do like that. I think we'll go with Misa. Let's go with Misa, okay? So her name is going to be Misa. I'm going to say she's female. Originally I was going to do roll the dice, but we kind of made her into who she is, and that's okay. I like to have them just love everybody, so any drama can happen on the island. We're going to press OK, grown up. Now we're going to get her voice.
My name is Misa.
Let's do that. Now we can finally roll for our personality, which we will then do here on Tomodachi Life. So let's see here. I want to start off with, we could do the goal, but I want to start off with our flaw table, okay? We could pick a flaw or we can roll a 1d20. I am going to roll a 1d20. 12. 12's on the next page. Afraid of success. Afraid of success. I had a character with that recently, and I'm just going to roll again, to be honest with you. 19. Habitual liar. Lies even when the truth would be easier. Oh my. And I wonder why she lies a lot. There might be some reasoning to why she does that. Her fear table. And usually it can come from fear. Let's see. 11. Losing family. Losing family. I'm going to change that, and I'm going to say she is afraid of losing anyone she's close to, not just family. And this might come down to some kind of trauma she's had in her past, you know. Temptation. What is she tempted by? 20. Oh, roll twice and combine. Okay. 18. Pursue romance. Oh, she is romantic. Pardon my really bad handwriting. This is for me to remember. I write quickly because otherwise my brain can't catch up. And I really should write nicely, but I'm not very good at writing nicely when I'm quickly. I do not matter. 18 is I do not matter. Oh, that's her core lie. Oh, I was looking at the wrong one. Oh, but we rolled that. Oh, okay. Core lie. Well, we rolled it. That's what we were looking at. I think we should go with it. That's heartbreaking. Okay, temptation. We have to roll again because I was originally going to say twice. 17, prove themselves. Okay, so we're starting to get an idea for her as a character for sure. And then we also have a mystery. And this might also tie into why she might have these flaws, right? 6. Is that a 6 or a 9? That's a 9. Okay, 9. 9. A strange mark or scar. Ooh, she has a scar. That means we have to draw it. Oh my gosh, we have to put it on her.
My name is...
Hang on, girl. We gotta get you a scar. Okay, here she is. She's got a scar on her face. We don't know what it is from. Maybe we will find that out in time. Here's the thing. We also need to figure out what she is good at. I'm going to roll and see which one she is best at. And that's going to be a 1d6 because there's 6 things here. Let's see what she is very good at. 3, intelligence, reasoning, and memory. So she has a very good memory. She's highly intelligent. I was kind of hoping we would get perception and insight because of her lying, but that's okay. Just not what we rolled on. So she's good at Arcana. I think that means magic, right? We're gonna give her a plus magic. History. This is going to tell us what we need to remember that she is good at when we roll. Usually there's something called difficulty class and stuff, but what I've been doing lately is I just roll 2d6. I roll them twice, and if she's good at something, I pick the higher of the number of the 2 dice that I get. So on any intelligence checks, we will be rolling 2d6 on any yes/no questions. And hopefully we'll get things that are above the no when we try to attempt something, okay? So she's good at that stuff on rolls. All right, now that we have an idea of who she is and she has a bit of a mystery to her, what is it? Why is it that she does not feel like she matters? Why does she feel like she has to lie all the time? And why is she always so afraid of losing people close to her? That is something that will hopefully come out while we tell this story. But now we are going to focus on her personality in Tomodachi Life. So if she is a magic user, I would say she's kind of in the middle. And I don't know. If she's a magic user, I feel like, would she be like, does she charge up really slow, or is she a quick, rapid fire magic user? Maybe we should just roll the dice and see. So let's see. There's 8 spaces here. We're going to roll a 1d8. 6. Okay, so she's a little quick. And let's see what her speech is going to be. A 2. She's rather polite, which is interesting since she lies. Maybe people won't assume that because she is so polite. And her energy is a 1. She's very flat. 8. Whoopsie. 8. She is very chill, very relaxed. That's very interesting that she's not more serious. And how quirky is she? She seems more normal, but maybe she's goofy. She is a 6. She's a little goofy. Interesting. She's got a bit of a goofy side. Okay, girl. All right. So here is our character. And we are going to now move on to finally playing her. Let's add her to the island. She is a daydreamer. She's idealistic and romantic, often has her head in the clouds, but finds a lot of great ideas up there. She's amicable at a glance. She's thoughtful, honest, innocent, does things at her own pace. Interesting that we think she is innocent because she is a liar. Let's see. I'm going to put her here, and I am going to remove this random NPC that I added.
Your Divine One.
Yes.
It's nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you
I'm
too.
Misa.
Hi,
I'm
Misa.
a considerate daydreamer. I know I look like I have it all together, but I've been known to overthink things now and then.
Oh, yeah.
I hope we get along well.
I hope so too. Oh, thank you. I don't know, Misa. This is interesting. I haven't had a character who lies a lot before. My goodness. Little liar. Okay, alright. We're gonna get rid of this other me. Hopefully I have enough money. He just was like, I just kind of made him to get progressed through the tutorial, so he's gonna be gone. Looks like she has her first problem, so let's go check in on her and see what she wants.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you, ma'am?
I want to wear something cuter than what I have now.
Oh, yeah? Well, let's see. Let's go to the shop. Let's get her dressed into what she could look like. she's such an interesting character, so maybe she'd have some interesting fashion choices, you know what I mean? I wish this was in other colors, because I do kind of like that. Let's do this for her. Do we have enough money? Oh, we don't even have enough money. We don't have enough money. We have 23 cents. You can't afford that. Sorry, girl. I guess we can't.
I want.
I don't have anything for you. I don't think I even have any clothes. No, I don't have any clothes. I can't help her. All right. Well, we're gonna have to put that on hold, and hopefully she gets rid of that bubble, because I can't. Until she gets a new bubble, I can't get any money. All right. Now that she's in our island, we can actually start to play. We are going to play, and we're going to see what her adventure is going to be like. And we are going to start off with our starting scene. And I just realized what I never rolled is I never rolled an overarching goal for her. So let's see what her overarching goal is. And I'm going to actually add it to this sheet again. It is a 1d20. 17. Find a cure. A cure for what? A cure for what? Let's see. Is she finding this cure for herself? Let's ask. 4 is a yes, but it is for herself, but not in the way you think. No, the way to interpret that as is she's not sick, okay? Because the but, we have to use that but in there. It's yes, but. I think she is not sick, but maybe she is cursed with something, and she wants to find a cure for this curse. I wonder what this curse is. Does it have something to do with her lying? Maybe she has to lie a lot because of whatever this curse is. Gosh, what is the curse going to be? We need to know. A well, a wishing well. Maybe she made a wish and the wish went wrong. That is a well. She made a wish and it went wrong, and it inflicted her with this curse. What did she wish for, though, I wonder? Well, let's look at her fears. She is afraid of losing anyone close to her. I have to wonder, did she wish for a new life? And she wants her old life back. Did she find herself in a whole new world and lost everyone she loved because maybe things were not going well for her, and she was in a really dark spot, and she's like, I just wish I had a new life. And maybe that's why she lies all the time, because she's from a whole other world, maybe, right? Maybe she's from a whole other fantasy world than what we are in now. That's kind of interesting. All right, so she has come into this world, and she wished on this wishing well, and now she is in this brand new place, and she's really regretting it. She lost all of her family and friends that she was close to, and she realizes she lost what she had. And now she has no choice but to lie and basically act like she is living in this world. And she has to lie that as if she has always lived in this world, and she hasn't. She just hasn't. So she's got to be careful, because some people might catch her and be like, "Wait a second, what are you talking about?" And then she might have to explain that magic is real. I wonder, maybe magic isn't real in this world, but she does know magic, and she realizes when she goes into this world that. Maybe there was an incident really quick that she can't use magic because people were like, "Who is that?" And they were getting, really disturbed by her, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, if I use magic, I'm going to get in trouble." So maybe that's her deal. All right, maybe that's her deal. Let's see where she is right now, though. Where has she found herself? What is she doing right now? So her finding a cure is basically finding it out, by the way. Like, I realized, I was thinking about this, I was like, well, it's not really a cure that we're looking for, because it's kind of like a curse, but It's more of a she wants to find an out, I think. Let's see. Where is she right now? Is she currently in a populated area, or is she in the wilderness? Let's see. 3, wilderness. She's in the wilderness right now. She's kind of run out of the population area, probably for good reason. She's probably a little nervous after whatever incident happened with her with the magic. She's in the wilderness, and what happens when she is in the wilderness? Let's see. And actually, this is something that we can roll on. This is an encounter table in the wilderness. So let's roll on that. It is a 1d10. A 6 is a river and a road. So she's come across this wide open river, and she doesn't know how to cross it. She could use her magic, but is she nervous to use her magic even in the wilderness? Is she so scared to use her magic in this world in general after what happened? Is she like, oh gosh, if I use my magic at all, will people find me? Like, she doesn't know. She's very confused on this world, right? She doesn't know much about it. So I'm gonna ask, is she afraid to use her magic at all? 1, no, and actually she's actually not that afraid of using her magic here because she's alone. Okay, all right, that's good. She's using her reasoning. That's probably a good thing. She's using her intelligence. So we're going to use our magic to get across this river, and I'm going to ask, does she successfully cross this river? Is she able to have a smooth magical teleportation across the river? Let's find out. 2, not a good sign, but we have another chance because of her being good at Arcana. Okay, so magic. She's good at magic, so we can actually roll this a second time. So let's see what we get. Hopefully we get a yes. No! Oh no! She didn't. Oh gosh. Okay, that's not good. She falls into the river, and oh boy. Poor Misa. Misa falls into the river. Hang on, let's see what she's... Cliffhanger. What's she doing?
Do you have a moment?
What is up?
I would just love it if there were a round street lamp right here.
Oh, well, I don't think we have the money for that. Oh, never mind. Okay, there's a round street lamp there. That was what she had to tell me.
That's...
Maybe they'll give us some money for her her clothes at least. Also, the name of the island is RPG until I can think of something better. If you guys have any ideas for what the island should be named, please write in the comments. I would love some ideas. I'm not good at naming places. I mean, I could use my name generator here, but I think I'd prefer ideas from you guys in the comments. Alright, so Misa is wandering around right now. But she just had this very intense situation happen. She fell into the river because of her failed magic. I have to wonder, is her magic weaker in this world? I don't want to roll on that. Because I think she is good at magic. So I don't know if that's just immediately why we had a bad roll. I think sometimes that just can happen. You know, it just naturally can happen. Poor girl, she's soaking wet and she's trying to swim. Actually, this is a good question. Can she swim? Oh, no, she can't swim. Uh-oh. Okay, so that is really bad. She's in a tough spot. We need something to happen, okay? Like, otherwise, she is going to die in this river, and this will be a very short session. All right, for the sake of continuing this story, I think someone is going to come by, and also it's going to give us an opportunity to get a new me on the island. Who is going to see this happen and rescue her? Let's see. And I think we are going to do another get help situation, and I'm just going to roll again on all of these, and I'll come back in a minute. Okay, here is our me that is coming across Misa. We're gonna do needs some work, and I'm going to ask again, is she human? She is human, but I'm gonna say she has colored hair. Because I love giving them colored hair. So she is human, but she has colored hair. Perfect. There we go. I really love that. I think that is super cute. We have to find her name. Let's see. We're going to do what I did before. So I might even swap these up. We have Rune, which we could turn into Rune, like this. I think that would be really pretty. That's a cool name.
My name is Rune.
My name is Rune. Okay, Rune. All right, so again, we're using the Grouch Couch's character one, and we're going to start off with what her flaw is. In 18. She is curious to a fault. I bet this is exactly why she came across Misa. Very interesting. Okay, let's now roll on our fear table and see what we get. A 4. Losing control. Losing control. This girl loses control? Okay. I wonder why. Does she have anger issues? I think she does. I'm going to say has anger issues. I think she gets really fired up really easily. So that means we have to be careful with this girl. She might explode on us. What is she tempted by? 20. Roll twice and combine. Another one. I think this happened last time, didn't it? Oh no! I just lost my dice. Okay. Temptation. 14 is keeps dangerous secrets. What? She has anger issues and she keeps dangerous secrets. What else? And 7. She likes to investigate mysteries. She's always tempted to investigate. I think this definitely goes with her curiosity. I think that's just kind of the same thing, but that is okay. We'll go with it, right? We are actually gonna roll on a new her core lie. What is her core lie? This is a great question. What's her core lie? 14. Nobody understands me. Oh, poor girl. No one understands her. I think we should roll on mystery because I think she should also have some mystery here. 19, a name that causes strange reactions. I think she's well known. Is she well known positively is the question. Is she well known positively or is she not? Maybe she sticks her nose in places she shouldn't. Let's see, is she known positively? 6 is a yes and. She's actually well known she's known well positively. But she gets a strange reaction from her name. Maybe most people think she's helpful, but some people find her maybe a little annoying because she pokes and prods. And also, anyone who has crossed her has probably seen her anger. I think that's also the thing. So that might be why we get some strange reactions when people hear her name. It might be a mix of reactions, right? You know what, honestly, what we could say, and I know I said yes and that's very positive, but I'm gonna even say like 50-50. Some people have trouble with her, or some people have heard the rumors. I do have to wonder what she excels at, so I do want to roll on her what area of expertise she has. So let's roll here and see. 3, another intelligence. But here's the thing, there's no magic. But she is very good at investigation. So obviously she's human, so she doesn't have any magic. Basically the same as Misa, just without magic. And you know what, that might be something they connect on because they might both love books and nature and learning about the world. And I mean, here's the thing though. Misa might not reveal that she's from another world. However, Rune might be completely curious and want to know everything there is about it. So I wonder if that will come out at some point at all. I see her very much as like a big sister to people, even though she gets her very angry. Hello, Rune.
I'm an outgoing merrymaker.
So let's see if she's going to be able to rescue her, because I'm a little worried. I'm not going to lie. I'm a little worried. She doesn't have magic at her advantage here, so we're just going to have to rely on the rolls. So Misa's in the river still, and she desperately needs someone to come help her. And Rune is walking along, and she's a curious person. She hears some sounds, and she comes see what's going on, and she sees Misa flailing about in the river, terribly so. Is Rune able to get Misa out of the water? Okay, is she able to get her out of the water? Let's just ask yes or no. This is 50-50. This is when skills would be better, but it's okay. We're going with the flow here. 6 yes, and she does get her out of the water. Oh, thank God. Okay, so she takes her hand, she grabs her hand and she tugs her out of the water, and Misa's like, she's like soaking wet, and Rune, she's like, whoa, like, what were you doing in the river, girl? You clearly can't swim. What are you doing? Who are you? So Misa's like panting, and she's trying to catch her breath after all that, and Rune is kind of staring at her, very curious and wondering, why is it that this girl was in the river? The question is how is Misa going to lie? I think she's just going to say she was hiking in the woods and fell in the river. I think that's honestly what she's going to say, because she has to lie. Does Rune buy Misa's story? 6 yes and, oh, thank God. Okay, so she believes her. Okay, so no trouble for us yet. She's like, okay, sure, yeah, you were hiking and you fell into the river. Awesome. That sounds like a really fun day for you. All right, so now Misa and Rune are in the forest. What is going to happen next? I think they're going to keep walking together through, maybe out of the forest. I don't know. We're going to roll on our event focus and see what comes across these two, okay? It is a D100. So I'm going to pick up these two, and I'm going to roll them together. A 17 is a new NPC. A new NPC is going to show up. Who is this new NPC, I wonder? Is this NPC dangerous? 5 is a yes. I think we're about to come across our first villain here, okay? This is going to be our first villain. Let's add our me, and we are now going to start making our next character and make our new villain. Here's our villain character. Okay. Very interesting that we have this character here. I think we can definitely work with this, and actually not like that, but I do want to ask again, as always, is he human? 5, he is human. Okay, so plain and simple, he is human. Here he is. Okay, here's our villain. It's just a guy. It's just a human guy. He's just a little guy. He's just a little short little guy. What is his name gonna be? Let's see. What about Darian?
My name is Darian.
His name is Darian. He is not related to anyone on the island. Now, time for the personality of our villain. Okay, let's see. So his name is Darian. And let's see. What exactly is his goal is the question, because he is a villain. We need to know what exactly he wants from these girls. 17. Find a cure. Is he from Misa's world? Is he from Misa's world? Oh my god. Or is he from the regular human world? Hang on. Let's ask, is Darian from Misa's world? Is a no but. Okay, so he's not from Misa's world, but I think he's from a different world. Let's see what exactly he specializes in first and foremost. Okay, because if he's going to be a villain, he's going to be very strong in whatever category he has. I hope it's not intelligence, because we don't need more intelligence. Let's see. A 4. Wisdom, perception, and insight. Animal handling, insight, medicine, perception, and survival. Interesting. He's really good at survival. He must have come from a world where he needed to survive, and here he is. And maybe it makes sense on why they came across him in the wilderness. But he is a villain. What is it exactly that he wants from them? And I'm wondering if we can get that from his temptation table. And I'm kind of going all over the place with where I am rolling these. But let's see, what is his temptation? A 9. Break rules. He wants to break the rules. Okay, so he's kind of a criminal. Okay, he's from another world and he's a bit of a criminal. That's kind of interesting. I'm going to write this down. Criminal. What exactly is it that makes him so terrible? What is his flaw? What flaw does he have? A 20. Oh gosh, he's got 2 flaws. Okay, so that's a roll twice situation. A 4. Too trusting. Believes people. No, I'm sorry. If he's a villain, he's not gonna have that. I'm sorry. No. Because he's perceptive, right? He's got perception. I'm gonna change. I'm gonna halt that right there. We'll roll again. A 12. Okay, a 12. Let's see. Afraid of success. Okay, these are too hero-y. You know what? It does say we can choose. So let's choose. Afraid of failure, afraid of success, cannot forgive. That's a good villain motive. Cannot let go, needs approval, refuses help, overprotective, curious to a fault, habitual liar, arrogant. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna write some that I think would be good picks for a villain, and I'm just going to write them down and then we'll roll on those. All right, so I picked 6 of them that I liked for him being a villain, so I'm going to roll on these. Let's see. 4, he is prideful. That makes sense. He looks like he would be. And he cannot forgive. He's got a bit of an ego, I think. He's got a bit of an ego, and he thinks he's the best. He is stuck in this world, right? That is his overarching goal. And he wants to get out and maybe bring some kind of power that is from this world to his world, maybe. But let's see. Let's ask first. I'm going to give him 2 goals. 1, he wants to get out of his world, right? That's kind of what she wants too. But now this goal is going to be what impacts both the overarching narrative for everyone involved, okay? I like recover lost artifact because maybe he heard something from this world and he could take it into his, because I think that's a good plot point. Get revenge. I mean, who is he going to get revenge on here? Okay, you know what, actually? I think we're going to do the classic recover lost artifact plot, okay? It's a little cliche, but I think it's just going to be our best bet in terms of fitting him in to the story and to incorporate everyone into the story. Because if it's an object that everyone's looking for, it's just an easy one for them to hunt, and it's going to make the characters move around more. All right. So now that we have an idea of who he is as a character, he's kind of a tool. He's kind of a tool, you know? He's a tool, and I feel like not a lot of people like him. What is he afraid of is a good question. That might give him a little more nuance instead of just a, twirling mustache kind of villain. What is it exactly that he is afraid of? And why he wants to go home. 20. Roll twice and combine. Well, we'll see. We'll see. 4. Losing control. I don't think he is. If he's a villain, he doesn't care about losing control. He just wants what he wants. 18. Change. He's afraid of change. Actually, that kind of fits. He had such a big change with moving from his world to this one that he is afraid of change. I think that makes sense. Maybe he's a little oppressive. I kind of wonder. Maybe he's a bit oppressive. Let's see. He is considerate. Is he? Is he considerate? Interesting. Tomodachi Life. I think he's a little more than that. This will be interesting if any romance happens between these characters. Maybe he was more considerate to the people who were in his world before, and now he just kind of hates everybody that's here. That could be part of it. You know what I mean? And he's kind of hardened up into this bro. Okay. I'm surprised we haven't gotten any problems yet while we've been playing this and talking through this, because I've been recording for quite a while and there hasn't been that many problems. Okay, so they have come across Darien. How does Darien approach these girls? Is he gonna be coming in hot? I think that him and Rune are more likely to know each other than Misa, obviously. So I think him and Rune are gonna know each other. And Rune, I think, has a bit of an interesting situation here in that she does have a past connected to the world already, right? So he's approaching. He walks up to the girls. We're in the middle of the wilderness. I do wonder if it is an artifact that Darien is looking for, right? How is Rune involved in this? And I think to answer that question, we are going to have to do discover meaning. And let's roll on this and just see what comes to us. 6. Loud. 17. Fight. Loud fight. All right. This tells me Rune got in a very heated argument with this guy over this artifact. Obviously, Darien wants the artifact, but does she want this artifact? And we have to wonder what this artifact is. Does she want this artifact? 2, no. She doesn't want anything to do with it, but this guy does. Were they partners before? Were they working partners before? I think they were. Actually, he is calling for help right now, and I'm wondering if we should... I'm going to roll the dice and see if we even should have him help. Is anyone going to come help him? 1. No, and he's stuck there. He can sit there. But Misa does have a problem, so let's check on her while we are discussing this. So I do wonder about what their relationship was like. Were they previously lovers? Were Darien and Rune previously lovers? Did they get a lover's quarrel because of this artifact? Is that why things could be so tense between them? Let's see. So, no, but they were not lovers, but they were close. I'm going to say they were very close. And I think the fact of the matter is we do know one thing about Darien, and that is that he does not forgive. Maybe he gave her a really hard time when they were trying to get this stupid artifact, and maybe he just lost his temper with her, and she lost her temper with him because, you know, maybe they just were in a toxic kind of friendship situation. And that is pretty sad. And yeah, because she realizes that she lost a friend because she lost control. And he just does not forgive her. He will never forgive her, and that is the problem between these two. Man, what a background. Now that we know that, let's just check in on Risa. You're hungry? Okay, let me get you some food.
Well,
Let's get you tomato juice, apple pie, souffle. Let's get her a souffle.
thank you.
Treat
very much.
yourself, girl, to a souffle. Here you go.
Yum.
Yum. Eat it up, eat it up, eat it up. So there's a lot of mystery with these characters, and that is kind of the point. It's going to flesh out your Tomodachi world a little bit and see where things go. He's still asking for help. Well, buddy, no one is helping you because, you know, Rune doesn't want to help you, and Misa doesn't even know you, so I don't think you're going to be getting any help anytime soon, bro. I have to wonder, does Darien think that Rune has this artifact? Whatever it is. Again, we don't really know what it is quite yet. But does he think she has it? Is that why he is so just completely not want anything to do with her anymore? Let's see. 6 a yes, and he does think that she has it. Oh boy. He thinks she has the artifact. She doesn't want it. She hasn't been looking for it. I'm going to say it's likely that she doesn't have it, so I'm going to roll twice. If we get a high number, I'm just going to accept that, but, okay, so no but, she doesn't have it. Okay. Okay, she doesn't have the artifact. He seems to think she does. I think a fight is about to break out. Misa is a bit in the middle here. She's seeing all this tension. All of a sudden, Darien's like, you! It's you again. You must have the artifact. And Rune is like, no, I don't, Darien. I told you how many times? I don't want anything to do with that damn thing. And Misa's like, what is going on? She's clueless just like us. What is this artifact? Why are they fighting about it? And then I need to ask, is Darien going to attack Rune? Is he going to attack? I think it's likely. So I'm going to roll twice if I don't get the result that I want. Yes. Okay. So, yes. Yes. He's going to attack her. Oh, boy. Here is where things are going to get tricky. I am thinking we're going to enter combat. And I originally was going to do yes and no only. So what I am going to do is I'm going to give them some HP. And I don't want to make it a really long fight. So for combat, I don't really want to use D&D combat for that. I just want to do simply yes, no, so we can fly through. But to do this, I am going to assume that Darien is actually going to be the one to attack first, because he's just the one that is here. He's the angriest. He's coming in, and Rune is like, oh, Christ, I gotta deal with this guy again. And she's probably actually just as fired up. She's probably furious. So I think the turn order is going to go 1, Darien, 2, Rune, 3, Misa. And what I am going to do is I am going to assign them each 3 hit points. And the reality is they could die. Someone could die. I'm going to leave it off on that cliffhanger. Who is going to survive this fight? If you enjoyed this video or have any questions about playing Tomodachi Life with dice, please let me know in the comments. Also, I do need suggestions on the name of my island. Bye, guys!